Kia ora, I'm Bridget. I'm the coordinator of the Intermission program here at Carey Baptist College. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do here. So Intermission is a gift of a year where you can explore more about your faith foundation, who God is to you, who you are, develop some self-awareness, and what is your role in God's mission? How do we connect with the world around us? So there are 3 parts to Intermission. We do academic, so you get a Level 4 certificate in Christian ministries. We do 7 papers over the year. We start off with an exploration of why do we think the way we think. So we do worldview and discipleship. We do Te Ao Māori because we live in New Zealand. What is the Māori worldview and what does it mean to be a Christian in those spaces? And we also do exploring God's story. What's our biblical story telling us? What is God's plan for his people? And so we look at those overarching narratives around why do we think the way we think? How do we know what's true? And once we've looked at that, the second half of the year is all about what do we do with this? So we do things like faith engaging social issues. What do we do with poverty? What do we do with racism? What do we do with the environment? How should we respond as followers of Jesus? We also look at the mission of God. How do we, as Christians, partner with God in his mission for the world? And then we look at our character development as well. How do we connect the dots in becoming people of integrity? How do we become radical disciples? So that's part of our academic side of things. And then the second strand is our faith formation. So who are we? What's our personality like? How do we connect with God? How do we deal with stress? What do we know about group dynamics and how to do conflict well? Those are all topics in our formation class. And that's really about some self-awareness, but also digging deep into what does it mean to sustain your faith for the long journey. And then the third part of our intermission is all around kind of a little bit of experiential stuff. So what does it look like to follow Jesus in your neighbourhood? And so we go and we hang out with some people. We look at a small church in the middle of a struggling community. We look at intentional neighbourhoods. We look at social enterprise. We look at things like the Kai Collective and hanging out with people with disabilities, just different windows into how you can faithfully serve Jesus in your own context. And you do all of those things with a small cohort of people who are on the journey with you. So we have a really great year where we connect together and go on this journey together. Part of the great thing about Intermission is that it is a place where you can be fully supported to do really well. So it's a great transferable year in terms of the transition between high school and tertiary. We give you some excellent skills, we support you in that process, and we help you to know how to do what you need to do well. So whatever you do after that, whether or not you go into further study, whether or not you want to go into work, whether or not you do apprenticeships, you will do it better. Because it's great transferable skills where you have heaps more self-awareness and some really useful things that you can put in place to succeed well. So it's just a full package. It's a great year. If you're keen to learn more about it, then check out the Carey website. It will give you some more information. Come hang out with us at an open day. We often have an intermission info night towards the end of the year. So if you're starting to think about what you might be doing next year, then keep an eye out on our Carey website for those next dates. And then hopefully come and have a chat with me and we'll set you up. I look forward to meeting with you. Cheers.